Good morning to all. I am Sudhakar Reddy, lecturer in economics, working in NTR Government Degree College for Women, Mahbub Nagar. Okay, this is the slide for NTR Government Degree College for Women, Mahbub Nagar, Department of Economics. Okay. Today topic is producer equilibrium with the help of isoquants. How to producer get the equilibrium with the help of isoquants. Previous class we have discussed about characteristics of the isoquants. What are the major characters we have to discuss in the isoquants or isoproduct curves. Okay. Now major characters, again we have to repeat that. Equal product curves or isoquants are negative slope. Equal product curves cannot intersect each other. Two isoquants cannot intersect each other, cannot intersect as well as touch each other. Equal product curves are convex to the origin, left to right downward sloping and convex to the origin. In general way, if the inputs are perfect substitutes, then the equal product curves will be a straight line. Both the factors of products or inputs are perfect substitutes. The isoquant is straight line. If inputs are perfect complements, then it is in the shape of right angle or L shape over this. Now producer equilibrium. How to get the producer equilibrium? Producer equilibrium with the help of isoquants. The producer equilibrium, minimum cost, maximum profits. How to get the maximum profits? Within the limited income of the producer. Isoquants almost all equal characteristics of indifference curves. The major difference between indifference curve and isoquants means the indifference curves is related to consumer point of view or consumer equilibrium or consumer point of view. We have to study it, we have to discuss about consumer point of view. Isoquants or equal product curves is related to producer point of view or producer equilibrium or producer point of view. This much is the difference between isoquants and indifference curves. Remaining all the factors almost equal characteristics are there. Okay, producer equilibrium. How to get the producer equilibrium within the limited income of the producer? Okay. The isoproduct curve, a producer can choose and optimum factors combination. Optimum factor combination refers to the combination of the factors of production which produces output at minimum cost. Where the cost is minimum, the profits is the maximum will be arising there. A firm can achieve a given output which is several factor combinations. So a producer always seeks to achieve a combination that may yield a given output at minimum cost per unit. equilibrium of the producer can be placed in different forms. Here the producer equilibrium attaining where the profits is maximum, cost is minimized, there the producer will get the equilibrium. The ultimate aim of the any firm is to earn the maximum profits possible. Producer equilibrium is the situation of profit maximization. The producer equilibrium motto of the producer is the profit maximization within the limited resources. Producer equilibrium is the situation of the profit maximization. Profit maximization is the motto of the producer. At equilibrium, the firm has the maximum level of output being produced and earning the maximum profit out of output the same. Maximum output as well as maximum profits will be earning at the equilibrium point. It is equilibrium level of the output which the producer will produce at minimum cost. Where the cost is minimum, the producer profits will be maximized there and sell the earn maximum profits. Once again, it is the equilibrium level of output which the producer will reduce at minimum cost. Where the minimum cost, the producer get the maximum profits will arising there. Introduction of here another slide. To explain producer equilibrium, both isoquant and isocost has to be analyzed. For the sake of explanation of the producer equilibrium point of view, we have to understand the both the lines. One is the isoquant or equal product curve. Another one is the isocost line. We have to analyze the both the lines and the both the curves. Okay. Producer equilibrium can be explained graphically with the use of both the isoquant curve and isocost line. It is attained at the point where the isocost line is tangent to the isocost line. Isocost line where the tangent to isoquant curve in the graph, that is the equilibrium will be arising there. Isoquant, already you know the isoquant. Once again I have to repeating what is the isoquant. It refers to equal quantity or equal production. Isoquant line is the locus of point showing combination of factors. Here we have to take into account two factors we have to take into account for the analysis of the production process: labor and capital, which gives the producer the same level of output. It reveals the combination of input to get a quantity of output. Slope of graph gives the marginal rate of technical substitute. Marginal rate of technical substitute is related same marginal rate of substitution is there in the indifference curve analysis. In the indifference curve analysis, marginal rate of substitute MRS, x for y, y for x. Here we have to same meaning will be coming here. Marginal rate of technical substitution MRTS, x for y or labor for capital, whatever it is you have to writing here. Slope of graph, the marginal rate of technical substitute. Okay, this is the graph. Left to x-axis, y-axis. In the x-axis you have to take into account labor, in the y-axis capital. Isoquants, left to right. Green line is isoquant, left to right, downward sloping, convex to the horizon. Marginal rate of technical substitution will be gradually declining here. That is called as a slope of the isoquant. Okay. Isocost line. Already isoquant you know already what is the characteristic, what is the importance of the isoquant already we have to studied in the previous video. That's why I am simply I am saying here. Then iso cost. It refers to equal cost. It is the cost of purchasing of two factors, labor and capital of production in the budget. Within the budget, how much labor units and how much capital units you have to use for the production process is saying that ISO cost line within the limited capital or limited investment, the producer how many units you have to use for the production process of the labor and capital units, we have to saying that ISO cost line. ISO cost line shows the locus of points showing the combination of inputs that can be purchased with the available budget. So within the limited budget of the producer, how many units you have to use for the capital units as well as the labor units, we have to saying that ISO cost line. The prices of the inputs is the constant in the within the short period. That's why within the limited period, how many units you have to use for the in the production process, labor units as well as capital units is saying that ISO cost line. The slope gives the ratio of wages. W for wage, labor, reward of the labor is the wage, and rate of interest is the R, capital. Reward of the capital is the rate of interest. You have to writing here R. Slope is equal to W by R. R, price of labor by price of capital. Both are equal. The ISO cost line. An ISO cost line represents the various technical possibilities of the product producing a given level of output. The choice of particular combinations that maximize the profit from the depends upon technical possibilities of production and the prices of the factors used in the productions of the commodity. The prices of the factors here we have to take into account labor and capital represented by the ISO cost line. The ISO cost line, the concept of ISO cost line in production is similar to the concept of budget line in the indifference curve analysis. The ISO cost line shows the various combinations of the factors labor and capital. The firm can employ the given outlay assuming that the prices of the factors are given and remain constant. The ISO cost line shows the relationship between the prices of the two factors labor and capital, the total outlay of the producer. We have to saying here graphically we have to saying x-axis, y-axis. In the x-axis we have to take into account labor units, in the y-axis capital units. Labor and capital units we have to take into account. Here 8 units of the capital and 12 units of the labor we have to joining the line left to right, downward and straight line. The points to 8 units of the capital units and 12 units of the labor units we have to joining the line, that is the ISO cost line. This represents the ISO cost line is the producer within the limited budget, how many units of the capital and how many units of the labor units we have to use for the production process. Here the limited budget, within the limited budget the producer maximum labor units you have to use for the production process is the 12 units. Maximum capital units you have to use for the production process is the 8 units of the capital. That much enough. Not more than 8 units of the capital At the same time, not more than of the 12 units of the labor we have to use for the within the limited budget of the producer. Slope of the budget line, slope of the ISO cost line is price of the labor by price of the capital. That much enough. Price of the labor, P of L is by P of C. Here the producer equilibrium point of view, both the lines we have to know, isoquant and isocost. Isoquant and isocost. Producer equilibrium, it is attained at the point where the isocost line is tangent to the isoquant curve. Okay. Isoquant line and isocost line both are tangented at the point the producer will get the equilibrium point, or maximum production is arising at the point of both the lines, isoquant and isocost line tangented point. It is the point where the isoquant curve just touches the isocost line. Isocost line touches the isoquant. It does not intersect in the isocost line. Not in the intersection of the isocost and isocost line. Only the tangented point is the maximization point. Slope of the isoquant curve and slope of the isocost line are the same at the point of equilibrium, where the producer equilibrium is arising. At the point, slope of isocost line and slope of isoquant both are equal, and marginal rate of technical substitution means that is the slope of isoquant is equal to slope of isocost line, that is called as a price of labor by price of capital. That is shortcutly we have to write W by R. W means wage rate, R means rate of interest. Both are equal. That point will be the equilibrium point. Here KL, the x-axis you have to take into account labor unit, that's why you have to write L. In the y-axis, capital units you have to take into account, that's why you have to write K. KL is the isocost line. Isocost line is the K and L. Isoquant is the Y. IQR Y. Isocost line and isoquant both are tangented at the point of Q. At the point of Q, that is at the point marginal rate of technical substitution is equal to wage rate by rate of interest. Means labor price by capital price. Price of the labor by price of the capital. That is called as a wage rate by rate of interest. Profit maximization. The isocost and isoquant method, we have to use the profit is maximized when the slope of isoquant is equal to slope of isoquant. So slope of isoquant and slope of isocost, both the lines slopes are equal. That is the at that point the profits will be maximizing there. The marginal revenue method is the another method we need not to study here. Okay. Isocost line and isoquant, how to get the producer equilibrium with the help of isocost, isoquant. Here AB. Okay, first of all, in the x-axis, y-axis, in the x-axis we have to take into account factor X or labor units. In the y-axis, factor y are capital units. Here A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. 4 ISO cost lines are there. For example, the producer having the budget only 200 rupees. AB is the ISO cost line. Okay. The producer having the 200 rupees only. Within this 200 rupees, the factors of products and means labor and capital units prices are constant. The ISO cost line is AB. Means total budget we have to spend on the labor unit, we get the OB of the labor units, or we have to spend total amount on the capital, we have to get OA of the capital units. That's all enough, not more than that of the given budget. If the producer budget is expanded or increases, the new ISO cost line will be arising of the right side of the previous ISO cost line. The ISO cost line is right side where the producer budget is expanding there. New ISO cost line be arising of the right side of the previous line. Say for example, the producer income of the producer or budget of the producer is 400 rupees. CD is the another ISO cost line. Right side of the previous AB ISO cost line. Why the producer changes to AB line to CD line means the producer income is expanded. That's why right side new ISO cost line will be arising there. Again the producer budget is expanded, means 400 to 600 rupees. For example, EF is the new ISO cost line will be arising of the parallel to the previous budget previous ISO cost line, CD ISO cost line. Again the producer budget will be expanded to 800 rupees, increases to 800 rupees. Here GH is the new ISO cost line, means where the producer budget or investment is expanding, new ISO cost lines will be arising of the right side, almost parallel. At the same time the producer income is declining or decreases, new ISO cost line be arising of the left side of the previous ISO cost line. That much enough. The length of the ISO cost line is depending on the producer budget. The slope of the ISO cost line is depending on the prices of the factor cost. So for example, what is the price of the labor unit and what is the prices of the capital units? These are the depending on slope of the ISO cost line. Okay, here A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, 4 ISO cost lines are there, almost parallel to each one. In the IQ line, ISO cost line or ISO product line is tangented to CD ISO cost line at the point of Q. Here the producer get the equilibrium. At the point of Q, the producer get equilibrium. Why? Because here CD ISO cost line 400 rupees isoquant is tangented at the point of Q. That's why where the tangented of the isocast line and isoquant, that is the producer equilibrium, that is the maximum production will be arising there. But at the point of Q, OM of the labor units, ON of the capital unit we have to use for the production process. We get the maximum 400 units of the production of the particular product. R and S points. R is on the GH isocast line. S is on the EF isocast line. R and S not the tangented points. That is the these 2 points are intersect of the isocast and isoquants. Where the equilibrium point, already we are saying where the equilibrium or profit maximization, isocast line, slope of the isocast line and slope of the isoquant both are equal, same. That is called as a marginal rate of substitution labor for capital is equal to price of labor by price of capital. This is the condition for the equilibrium. Here at the point of Q, CD isocast line slope price of labor by price of capital is equal to isoquant line, slope of isoquant line is marginal rate of technical substitution L for C. MRTS L for C is equal to price of labor by price of capital at the point of Q. That's why this is the equilibrium point. But R and S, at the combinations of R and S, marginal rate of technical substitution is greater than price of labor by price of capital. That's why this is not a equilibrium points. Here isocast line and isoquants is not tangented, here intersect of each other. At the same, at the combinations of L and K, these points are also same isoquant line, but marginal rate of technical substitution is less than of the price of labor by price of capital. At combination of Q, isocast line CD is tangented to isocast line IQ or 400 units. The slope of isocast line and isoquant line are equal at the point of Q. Hence, the optimum combination to produce of 400 units of the commodity is here. That's why at the point of Q, marginal rate of technical substitution labor for capital is equal to marginal price of X by marginal price of Y is equals to price of labor by price of capital, okay, or marginal product of labor by price of labor is equal to marginal product of capital by price of capital, both are equal at the point of here. So how to get the maximum profit or producer equilibrium or least cost combination, all are equal points. Producer equilibrium or least cost combination, all the points all are equal at the point of Q only. Where the producer get the equilibrium, attaining the equilibrium, the maximum profits will be arising there. Where the maximum profits will be arising there, cost of production is lowest cost of production will be at the point. That's why the Q point the 400 units production point of view, cost it will be very lowest cost will be there at the point of Q only. That's why the producer get the equilibrium at the point Q, not at the RS and LK or KL. RS and KL points is not the tangented to isocost and isoquant. That points will get the intersection of the isocost line and isoquants. That's why the Q is the CD isocost line, isoquant of the IQ line of 400 units line is tangented at the point of Q. This much is the equilibrium will be arising here. Thank you one and all.